Today, I'm excited to review the Mower HM400 cylinder lawnmower. I've had this mower for just over a year now, and I thought it was about time that I did a review and shared my thoughts on the channel. Now, the best way to start this review is to show the mower in more detail, show it in action and demonstrate what it can actually do, and maybe more importantly, how well it actually cuts grass. However, I think it's just as important to show what it can't do, but more on this later in the video as it could be a deal breaker for some. Now let's start with assembly. From memory, as I've had it about 12 months now, all I had to do was attach the handle to the mower body using 4 bolts, and it was almost ready to get to work. Before that though, I just needed to check to ensure that the blades were properly aligned with the cutting bar to get the perfect cut. As the blades rotate, the grass is fed between the sharp rotating blades and the fixed cutting bar. This style of cutting, similar to how scissors cut, gives such a neat close cut compared to, say, a rotary lawnmower. Now, checking the blades are aligned correctly is easy enough. All you do is you place a piece of paper between the blades and the fixed cutting bar to make sure that it produces a nice clean cut when you rotate the blades by hand. If it doesn't cut neatly, you just need to adjust the blades by rotating the 2 nuts on either side of the blades to move the blades further away or closer to the cutting bar. So before I get on with this review, if you find this video helpful, please do give it a like as it really helps get the video out there to other people. Also consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on other videos like this in the future. Anyway, back to the review. So I've been very impressed with the build quality. Basically it has an aluminium deck, which is better than the plastic versions I've seen in the past, and the handles are made from powder coated steel, so it really is a sturdy piece of kit. I've also found it is compact and easy to store. Comfort wise, it has foam handles and at just under 10 kilos it's fairly lightweight, so much so that even my daughter, who's only 7, could push the lawnmower along the lawn. Now for the question you've probably been asking, how well does it actually cut grass and mow? Well, I would like to say it does a pretty decent job. When I filmed this in spring, there were some fairly long patches of grass and sometimes I had to push the mower back and forth over the long patches of grass a couple of times. However, for the rest of the lawn, I was able to get clean cuts from a single pass. Now, while I'm discussing how well it actually cuts, something worth mentioning is how easy it is to adjust the cutting height. And with some models, it can be a bit of a headache to adjust the cutting height. But with this, you've just got a single lever on each wheel that you adjust to change the cutting height, which you can do in seconds. You can select between 4 different cutting heights to suit your needs and desired grass length. I have found that setting 2, one up from the lowest cutting height, is perfect even on my uneven lawn. If you have a super level lawn, the lowest setting would give incredible results, no doubt. Now in this video, I've been using the 20 litre collection bag that was included, although this is optional, you don't have to use it. It's not perfect by any means as the grass clippings do fly over the sides when cutting. However, I still like to use it, especially on the first cut of the season when the grass is long and not ideal for returning to the lawn. After the first cut, I use it without the grass collection bag and return the clippings to the lawn, as that does help add nutrients to the lawn, which is something that I tend to do. Now, whether you choose to use the collection bag is totally up to you, but it's a good option as some real mowers don't even include a collection bag at all, or some even charge extra as an additional extra you have to pay to have a collection box. So for it to actually be included, I think it's a good deal. Now, I just want to point out one of the bad points about this lawnmower. Now, for what I don't like, unlike my rotary mowers, this cylinder lawnmower doesn't cut right to the edge of the lawn. Now, this isn't unique to this lawnmower. Most cylinder lawnmowers that I've ever used, the problem is you have the wheels on the outside of the blades, which creates an area that doesn't actually get cut. What this means is when I mow right against my raised beds in my garden, for example, or right to the edge of the lawn, it leaves a strip uncut about 3 inches wide where the blades don't reach. Now for me, it's not a big issue. Nothing a couple of minutes with a cordless trimmer doesn't solve. So that's what I recommend. Get yourself a strimmer, just go around the edges of the lawn when you finish with the lawnmower, job done. It's not really a problem. However, if you don't really like using a strimmer, you want a lawnmower that cuts right to the edges of the lawn, then I don't think this lawnmower is for you. Who is this lawnmower for? Well, I think it's a good option if you have a small lawn and don't mind pushing the lawnmower around and getting a little bit of a workout. There's no batteries, no power costs to worry about, no petrol engine to maintain. It's ideal if you like to mow early in the morning or in the evening, as it's so quiet and it won't disturb your neighbours. Keep in mind, to get decent stripes though, you do need a level lawn. My lawn isn't that level, so I can't really create them stripes, but I know that if the lawn was level, it would create decent stripes. The good news is, it still gives a decent finish even on an uneven lawn like mine. If you often let your grass grow long before cutting, it's probably not ideal for you. The rotary lawnmower is probably a better choice for you. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have, please can you like the video? It really does help me out. Consider subscribing to the channel and you'll get notified when I upload my next video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll try to reply to them all as soon as possible. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you have a good day.